Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today we are going to be talking about the Baku weekend that happened for F2 and F1. Sadly, Lachlan could not be here just because of life. So basically he has work, so he can't join us sadly. But I'll be doing this alone this time. But I think he'll be back for the next one, which I think is Austria if I remember correctly. I actually can't remember. So yeah, so this is Baku. So the Baku weekend. So we're first going to be talking about the F2 results. As you can kind of tell as well by round 3 summary. Sprint race 1 was won by Robert Schwartzman. And sprint race 2 and the feature race was won by Yuri Vips. So let's first talk about Let's first talk about the sprint race 1. That was won by Robert Schwartzman. Then Dan took them and Guan Yu ran at the top 3. Well, the podium places. Then Jihan Daruvula, Thea Porcher, Ralph Boschung, Marcus Armstrong, Yuri Vips, David Beckman, and Ben Vishkau rounding out the top 10. The Christian Lundgaard, Richard Verschoor, Liram Zendelli, Felipe Drugovich, Matteo Nannini. I think he's now going to be the full-on driver for Petkov. No, sorry, for Campos Racing, sorry. Rory Nissany, Guillermo Samea, and Marino Sato round out the top 18. Mainly the classified finishes. I think the rest, was Oscar Piastri, Jack Aiken, and Alessio Delata. I think they had a collision, if I remember correctly. I think Piastri, had a flat tire or something. I actually can't remember what happened to him, but yeah, it was pretty bad for Piastri's title run, but it did help him at the very end. Sprint race 2, that was won by Yuri Vips and David Beckman, and Jehan Daruvula ran out the podium position. Then Ben Vishkau, Robert Schwartzman, Dan Tickton, Liam Lawson, Oscar Piastri, Teo Porcher, and Felipe Drugovich ran out the top 10. Then Matteo Nannini, Jack Aiken, Marina Sato, Guillermo Samea, Alessio Delata, and Roy Nissany ran out the classified finishes. Literally for the rest, they had, I can't remember what happened to them actually now. I think most of them had a pretty big collision. I actually can't remember what happened to him, but yeah. Oh god, I'm pretty bad at this then if I haven't actually watched the fucking races. However, I did watch the feature race. Well, look at that. I can actually now remember stuff. So Yuri Vips won the race with Oscar Piastri second and Robert Schwartzman third. For the rest, Felipe Drugovich, Ralph Boschung, Liam Lawson, Jihan Daruvula, Dan Tickton, Christian Lundgaard, and Liram Zendelli ran out the top 10. Then Jack Aiken, David Beckman, Guan Yu Zhou, Richard Verschoor, Marina Sato, Rory Nissany, Ben Vishkau, Guillermo Samea, and Alessio Delata ran out the top, the classified finishes. For the rest, as I'm trying to remember, Nannini, Porcher, and Armstrong. Nannini couldn't even start the race. I think just a boy up on pressure or something. Armstrong and Porcher actually collided with Dan Tickton in turn 3. Tickton went for the gap, 3 wide. You know how that goes. And Porcher actually injured, I think, was his hand. I think fractured it maybe, but I don't actually know what happened to him. But I think I do hope that he does recover quickly. Tickton obviously got a 10-second time penalty. I'm trying to remember all of them actually. Liam Lawson. Sorry, I'm gonna rant about this guy for a second. So if you don't know, also at the very start, I started a race, going to turn 1, Vips and Lawson, they were battling, Vips got ahead, Lawson went onto the curb and for some stupid reason, ran Porcher right into the wall. Why? He was just blocking him, he was like Max Verstappen, Joe Logano style, blocking him, right up against the wall, and I was like, that deserved a penalty, and it did deserve a penalty. I think it was a 10-second time penalty. He serves it in his pit stop. Piastri actually got a 5-second time penalty for unsafe release. Didn't even affect him because he was so far in front of Schwartzman. I think he was like, I'm trying to remember. I think he was like 2 seconds behind Vips. I don't know how he did that, but yeah. But Lawson, he definitely deserved to be that penalty. It was a stupid block. That's something that someone will do in the F1 game. Um, it's a dumbass, stupid move in real life because you're basically risking their lives, and a collision may hinder your championship. But Piastri, he was very happy with getting the second place at the feature race, because now in the standings we now have a look that jumps him like still in second place, but now 5 points behind Guan Yu Zhou, who didn't score at all in the sprint race or the feature race. So Guan Yu Zhou first, Piastri second, then Schwartzman third, then Yuri Vips, Dan Ticktim, Teo Porcher, Jihan Deruvula, Liam Lawson, Felipe Dragovic, and Ralph Boschung round out the top 10. And then David Beckman, Richard Verschoor, Christian Lundgaard, Rory Asani, Marcus Armstrong, Ben Bishkow, Liam Zendelli, Marina Sato, Matteo Nanini, Jack Aiken ran out the top 20, then Samea, Delata, and Petkov. So the next race for F2 will be at Silverstone, which is going to be fun. So that'll be July 16th to 18th. Let's now finally talk about the F1 race. Oh my god. I didn't watch it. I wish I did, but I didn't. It was possibly like flashback to 2017. It was crazy. So let's now talk about the podiums, well, the main leader results. Who won the race? It wasn't Hamilton. It was not Verstappen. It was fucking Perez who won the race. Second name was Sebastian Vettel. Third place, Pierre Gasly. Then Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, Fernando Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda, Carlos Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo, Kimi Raikkonen rounding out the top 10. Those were the top 10 finishers. What happened to Verstappen and Hamilton? 11th place is Antonio Giovinazzi. 12th, that's where we see Valtteri Bottas. Mick Schumacher. Nikita Mazepin. And down in 15th, Lewis Hamilton. Oh my god, my day was blessed when I saw that. 16th, Nicholas Latifi. 17th, George Russell. 18th is Max Verstappen. 19th, Lance Stroll. And in last place, Esteban Ocon. So Latifi received a 10-second stop and go, converted to a 30-second time penalty for failing to enter the pit lane as instructed during a safety car period. So Norris actually had a grid, I think a 3-place grid penalty if I remember correctly, for red flag infringement. I can't remember. I don't know what else to say, but Perez fucking winning the race in a Red Bull, something that Albon or Gasly couldn't do. I think Red Bull has finally found someone who is actually competent against Verstappen. What happened to Hamilton, you may ask? There's Hamilton. There he is. He locked up, I think at the very start. I think he locked up. I think there was also a red flag. I can't remember. But if I got locked up, basically when see you later into turn 1, it was a beautiful sight. I was like, actually no, it was not turn. It was not the start of the race. It was a red flag. I think it was because of, I'm gonna guess it was Ocon and Stroll or Stroll. I think it was one of those ones. But yeah, it was not great for Hamilton locking up. And going to run off of turn 1. Verstappen, I think he had a tyre failure, if I remember, from Pirelli. I think George Russell also had one as well. I don't know what happened to Ocon and Stroll, just something happened to them. I can't be bothered to have a look, but yeah. So that basically means that this is the first time that that Hamilton or Verstappen didn't score any points this season. So I'm actually quite surprised about that. So let's now have a look at the driver's standings. Driver's standings, please. Thank you. Max Verstappen still in the lead and Lewis Hamilton still in second. Okay, cool. Perez in third and Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas, Carlos Sainz, Pierre Gasly, Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo rounding out the top 10. Then Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, Kimi Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher, George Russell, Nikita Mazepin, and Nicholas Latifi rounding out the top 20. I'm I'm so in utter shock that fucking Paris won the race and Vettel was second. Second. He was a fucking second. And okay, I don't know how, but yeah, Baku. Like, you know what? Well done, Baku. Just well done. So for the next race, it'll be France actually. So it'll be the French Grand Prix next. I think there's also an F3 will be on. Yep. So F3 France will be on. I can't. Can I be bothered to even do um the results? No, I don't even care. Um, I'm still going to do it anyways, but I'm only going to do I guess maybe the top 20, top 15. I can't be bothered to read everyone's name out, so there we go. So we the French Grand Prix next. Um, Obviously Singapore, that's actually now being cancelled now. I don't know who's going to replace Singapore. Maybe Turkey, maybe China. Um, Maybe like another fucking round at Kota. Apparently, I've been rumored that another round in Kota. Could be shocking. I don't know what's gonna happen to the other tracks. I think Saudi Arabia may be cancelled. I don't know about Australia, maybe with the Victoria COVID cases. But that's what I really know. So, yeah, well done, Baku. Well done, Baku. Um, so yeah, that's it for me now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.